I nearly collapsed from shock when I overheard my wife laughing with her friend as she bragged about the affair she'd been having. God, it was incredible. I let my lover do things my husband could never imagine. Can't wait for our next meeting, and this time, I'll give him even more. At that instant, something inside me broke. Couldn't carry this betrayal any longer. Walked out from where I had been listening and faced them directly. My wife froze, her face turning pale, while her friend Rachel looked like she wanted to finish calmly, though I was raging. Inside I said, "Go on. I'm curious. What else does he give you that I don't?" My wife stuttered, trying to defend herself. "It's not what you think," she began, but I cut her short. "Exactly how you said it," I replied. I turned toward Rachel and she didn't even try to argue. She grabbed her bag, muttering that she should leave. "Don't worry," I said. "You'll both be gone from my house soon." I didn't yell, didn't break things, didn't ask for reasons. Just nodded and walked away. Downstairs, I sat at the kitchen table, hands folded, trying to absorb everything. This wasn't just cheating, it was humiliation. Had mocked me while living a secret life under my roof, spending my money and pretending nothing was wrong. But it was my move now. That night I didn't storm upstairs or pack my bags. I brewed coffee. If she wanted to stab me in the back, I would respond, not with rage but with careful precision. I would do it with a steady smile. Step 1: gather the I already knew much of it, but now I needed proof. I waited until she faked sleep beside me, then slipped into the guest room with my laptop and a burner phone I had bought long ago on impulse. Strange how forgotten things become tools when needed. I accessed her phone's backup, retrieved deleted texts, call records, and photos. What I uncovered was worse than expected. There were explicit pictures she sent during our trip to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. Hotel bill from a night I stayed up late helping our daughter with her school project. Dirty voice notes where she boasted about how much better her lover was than me. Reading it didn't hurt. Opened my eyes. Step 2: secure my future. The next morning I met my lawyer. "We're divorcing," I told him, sliding a folder across his desk. He scanned the evidence, nodded, and asked no questions. "Grounds of adultery," he. "No alimony. You keep the house." "Done right, she'll never see it coming." I liked that idea. We froze joint accounts, shifted my business income into protected LLC, updated passwords, and revised my will. By the time she noticed, I'd already be halfway out the door, watching her life crumble. Step 3: let her keep pretending. That night she asked about ordering dinner as if nothing was wrong. "Sure," I answered, with a smile. "Remember that place on Lincoln?" She lit up, unaware. That moment, I knew she hadn't only lied, she believed she was smarter than me. She was wrong. Dinner came at 7:42 p.m. and she set the table, lit candles, played soft music. She even wore the black silk robe, saved for special moments. "Thought we could reconnect," she said, opening the box of spring rolls. "You've been distant." I didn't laugh or argue. "You're right, I have been. Anything on your mind?" "Yes, plenty," I thought. But I only nodded. "Let's just eat." And we did. Chatted, pretending life was normal. Inside I was already steps ahead. I knew the truth, and she had no clue. The next morning I rose early, made coffee, kissed her cheek, and told her to take her time getting ready. I had errands. In reality, I delivered notarized divorce documents, hired a private investigator to confirm the affair, and paid off my car to secure legally. I also emailed one of her Close friends, someone with a conscience. Subject line. You should know the truth. About her. Attached were 2 screenshots. Just enough to spark suspicion. At evening she came home unsettled, quiet. She placed her purse carefully and didn't suggest dinner. Instead she said, "You've been unusually nice. Should I not be?" "No, it's just different. Maybe. I'm just sensing the truth," I replied. And she flinched slightly. That was enough. Later, when she said she was going out with Rachel again, I smiled. "Tell her I said hello. You're fine with this?" she asked. "Why wouldn't I be?" Answered, knowing the storm ahead. Her car tracked legally through insurance. By 9:18 p.m. I had photos of her entering a hotel suite with a man whose face matched the one in her beach photo from 2 weeks earlier, the one she swore was a stranger. Meanwhile, I logged everything. She was still playing checkers while I was playing chess. Every move she made was already in my plan. With every piece of proof, my exit became sharper. Next morning I filed the divorce papers. Grounds of adultery and emotional abuse. Attaching all records, transcripts, GPS, logs and photos. And even a sworn statement from Rachel, who had finally grown tired of covering for her closest friend. When I stepped out of the courthouse and inhaled the cool morning air, a calm settled over me. Though I knew this wasn't the finish. 10:01 a.m. I sent her an email with just one line. "You'll be served today. Don't come home." No anger, no emotion, just a clean cut. She called at 10:15. I ignored. Then again. And again. Finally a message. "Matt, please. What's happening?" "What do you mean served?" I replied. "Think you already know." 10 minutes later she tried to enter the house. Couldn't. The locks were changed. Her key card useless. The garage opener gone. Note taped to the door read, "Check your email. Everything's explained. Send your new address to my lawyer." A shock hit her like a wave. Soon after I got a second voicemail. Her tone cracked this. "Matt, can we please talk? I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought you stopped caring. I thought you were drifting away. I made a mistake." Mistake. Forgetting to pay a bill is a mistake. What she did was a cold, deliberate betrayal carried out over months, then mocked with cruel laughter. And I let her play it out, letting her bet everything and lose. Then I dropped the final piece. The next day, her parents received copies of the evidence, screenshots, photos, and a short recording. Oh God, it was incredible. I let my lover do things my husband could only dream of. They didn't call me. They didn't need to. They simply stopped calling her. She expected me to break down, beg, plead. Instead, I erased her from my life. Her gym pass canceled. Her access to joint accounts cut off. Her social circle collapsed. Even Rachel turned away. She laughed at the man who loved her, believing it made her strong. It only made her disposable. I moved into smaller place, quiet and real. Slept well again. I started running. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a broken man. I saw someone who took the blow and stood tall with dignity and tact. A week passed. Then two. No more texts. No more calls. Just silence. Thought it was done until the knock came. It was a Tuesday evening. I was halfway through dinner, soft jazz playing, a glass of wine in hand. A simple piece I'd never shared with her. Opened the door. She stood. No makeup. Hair tied back. Ill. A version I hadn't seen in years. The untouchable mask she once wore was. She looked drained, body and soul. "Can we talk?" she asked. "About what?" She faltered. "I don't know who I was when I did that." I spiraled. "We're steady," and I mistook that for Weakness. I thought I could do better. Was wrong. I stayed silent. You tried. Again. You were a good man, better than I deserved. I see that now. I don't expect anything. Sorry. Her words hung like smoke, but they meant nothing. You don't rebuild with ashes. You didn't just cheat, I told her. You humiliated me. You used me. And then you mocked me with your friends. Tears welled as she nodded. You destroyed something that could have been saved. And you didn't hesitate. No, she whispered. Then why are you here? Yes. Her eyes drifted around. The doorway. The place we once shared. The life we once built. I don't know. Just hoped we could talk. Maybe we are talking, I said. And this is the end of. She stepped back as if struck, not by force but by finality. No fight. No drama. Just closure. Goodbye, Sarah, said, closing the door. Matt, she said. Once more, almost inaudible. Pause. You shut this door the moment you opened another. Don't come back now just because. That one slammed shut. And then I closed. Not with hate, not with bitterness. Just with certainty. Some doors stay closed for a reason. She never returned. Her name never passed my lips again. The man I became after her. Stronger, calmer, wiser. Didn't rebuild the ruins she left. I built something better. And not once, not for a heartbeat, did I wish she was part of it. Was this revenge justified? If so, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more shocking revenge stories that keep you hooked, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and pass this story along. Support brings these powerful tales to life. Every like, share, and subscription truly means everything. Thank you for being part of this journey where every story carries a shadow and every betrayal leaves an echo.